because you've got fresh disturbances and things that are complicated. Keep it clean. You may need to go back often to confirm or to check something in a trail, and if you've been all over it, leaning on it, stepping in it, everything else, it's hard enough as it is. The left wing usually stays very close to that person, almost like an umpire behind a catcher. They're going to be double checking, looking ahead, being able to have a confirmation. They're basically at the same point, over that person's shoulder. They can discuss back and forth things, point things out, work as one mind. Your right hand, your right wing, leaves that area around them fairly clear and is usually right behind, snug to the line of operation from the point person. And like I said before, your NAVCOM, your diamond person, has a lot of swag. They can move in and out through this area. They can move back and forth as need be. Trying to find out something about tracking that you didn't know before. If you just skip from easy track to easy track, all you're doing is confirming it, okay, I can do that. I leave one up there and I use my second one to take the stride length. So from here to the point of my stick is from heel to heel. The second one I slide down to measure the foot length here. And the reason to do that is because in practice you get both at once. Picture a track here. I'll make it a little more exaggerated. For you, and you're comfortable.
One is to measure the width of the foot.
Travel. All these bits of information that are being recorded about the track itself, any pertinent information, it's the responsibility of the NAVCOM, your diamond person, to be recording that. Nobody else on the team needs to be troubled with taking notes and keeping records. That's their responsibility. That's why that fourth person gets to stand back and take care of all that extra stuff. It really frees up the team to operate more efficiently. Get a direction of travel, compass direction ideally. Have that recorded on your map, start getting that information down.
A method of marking a track.
That needs new boots. All right, let's say this is a left track. Well behind, a couple of inches, so that you don't disturb the track itself. Make a horseshoe mark very clearly, even much clearer, as clearly as possible. Clearer than the track. In behind, and a little dogtail to indicate that that is a left track. It's important in the field to constantly know which track you're on, left or right. It's important in the beginning to establish that. It's one of the problems you can run into if you think you're working with a right set of tracks or a right track and you're to the right of it and it turns out it's a left, you can be right on top of the right set of tracks. And it's not always easy because footwear, it's a little iffy sometimes. So that is the method of indicating a left track, and makes sense. A right-hand track has a little hash mark off to the right-hand side. At the end of it all, the whole trail should have all the tracks identified this way. Make the marks strong, deep. It's just important to stay away from the track itself so you don't ruin it. And from a distance, like you see when you turn it around, most of you can see the trail very easily with the light coming from a good direction. these marks will stand out from a really long distance. Okay, I can't find the next track, or the trail's crappy in places, and we need to find this person, of course, as quickly as possible. So methods of doing that. Sign cutting is used to do that. Either you use the same skill if you're going into an area and you don't have a trail established yet, that is, you're looking for your first track, or you have a trail established already and you have a second team that's going to go in and try to find the trail a good distance ahead.
So our scenario here was their truck came in. On their way in, they had get out of the truck. There was an altercation, we figured. Somebody got hit in the head, and they drug him out of the truck. The drag marks indicate that the drag was back there and dumped him in the swamp. They drove into a turn spot down here. We had tracks. We actually covered up with the garbage the best tracks that we had of them getting out of the truck, and we cordoned off the whole area from there to here. And every team had the same scenario roughly, so we'll go down and check out and see what everybody else is doing. Guys were super cordoned off. Cool. Okay folks, this is the scenario that led up to us doing the tracking on the road, where we put up the plastic tents and stuff. So
he's backing up, Allie. Come on. Guys.
We didn't see them do this. They had shown us what happened afterwards. So check this out.
I don't think we started with some tracks.
Are you ready?
I think those were ahead of the drag marks though. So unless he jumped off of the hood of the truck.
And then he followed his tracks back into the truck. They come in, one guy come in, and he marked 25 footsteps from this ribbon to that ribbon over there. Then we came in, and we had to find his tracks as to where he walked. So they actually marked the first track for us, like that. Seeing the green popsicles? And then we had to find the second track, and we individually marked them with popsicle sticks all the way along to the back of the heel, all the way through that. So pretty interesting stuff.